Hi everyone, welcome back to Go Local Live. I'm Go Local News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for joining us this Wednesday afternoon here in downtown Providence. I'd like to thank Joe Lazzarini with Pride, Rhode Island for coming on, and Ava Agudelo with Hope's Harvest, Rhode Island. Ava, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me, Kate.
Thank you for coming back in today to talk a little bit about year number 2. Mobilizing volunteers to rescue food surplus at local farms to help feed Rhode Island families. Now, last year, 36,000 pounds of food rescued. This year, a goal of 70,000. And there's going to be a big kickoff event coming up shortly to mobilize the forces and provide resources to enable this to happen. So, Ava, tell us a little bit about last year's story, and then we'll get into this one.
Yeah, so like you said, 36,000 pounds of fruits and vegetables. We rescued that from about 17 different farms across the state of Rhode Island. So Four Town Farm, Confrida Farm, Barden Family Orchard, Sweet Pea Farm, big farms, little farms, incredibly generous farmers giving us all of this amazing product. And we distributed it out to 10 different food pantries across the state, serving about 6,000 people per month. So we're so proud of that. We had 60 volunteers actually come out to the farm and help us, which is really amazing. Get a little dirty, get a little sunshine, and it all went really well. So this year we're doing a launch party, a season launch party. It's called the Gleaners Get Down. It's going to be at Machines with Magnets on June 22nd from 7 to 11 p.m. And we have a great DJ, elementary education. It's being catered by 22 Bowens, which is super exciting. The Newport Restaurant Group is a great supporter of our work. And we just want to get together, get everybody in the same place to have fun, celebrate the success of last year, and talk about what's coming next for the upcoming season.
Again, with that goal of going now to 70,000. So when people are watching and people learn about Hope's Harvest RI and say, wow, that sounds great. You know about there's opportunities for excess food to be able to go to those in need. If someone's considering volunteering, what should they know if they can come to the event, if they can't, but what volunteering for Hope's Harvest Rhode Island would entail?
Yeah, so it's super easy. You just go sign up on our website. It's hopesharvest.org, and those fancy little pop-ups that come up, and you can get on our mailing list. And you can also register as a volunteer. Either way, you get a notification when we have trips. So you just get on that list and we'll say, we're going to get kale on Saturday from 10 to 2. Usually trips are shorter than that. And then you can register for the trip or not register for the trip. So there's no obligation when you sign up as a volunteer. You get to just come or not come. And we provide all the equipment, all the training, everything you need to be able to do that. So we really take care of everything, and all you have to do is come out to the farm and have a nice day, picking some yummy veggies and hanging out with other like-minded, intrepid volunteers.
And so speaking of needs, the organization does have needs because you need to transport this food from the farms to these organizations. Having that transportation is something critical that you're looking for, those resources to be able to, again, expand these opportunities for families.
Yeah, so last year we were doing everything with a mixture of me and my car, my poor husband and his car. Farm Fresh Rhode Island was allowing us to use their 16-foot box trucks, which are huge and way bigger than what we actually need. And then we were also renting vehicles from rentals, so that was a little bit tricky. So what we really want is a dedicated vehicle that we can just have at our disposal anytime we need it, that's the right size, easy to drive, so we can go and get all that product. And that'll really increase our capacity and our flexibility to be able to take advantage of all of the different opportunities that are out there to rescue delicious food.
So there has to be a logistic component to this, obviously, with the farms knowing when they have the capacity to say, hey, we've got excess, can you help us out? We can help you. How does that work a little bit? You must be in constant contact with these farms to know what they have and when, because just the way the schedule is throughout the summer.
Absolutely, and that's really the service that Hope's Harvest is able to provide, is actually the connection between the farms and the food pantries, because the farmers don't necessarily have the time to know the pantry schedules and know when they can accept deliveries. So yeah, the farmer gets in touch with me and they let me know, oh, I've got, 20 boxes of lettuce. That literally happened today. I was just rescuing lettuce, still in my farm boots. And so yeah, they let me know, and then we figure out, do we need volunteers? What size vehicle do we need? How do we figure out how to move that product as quickly as possible to people who need it and can actually distribute it out? So our pantries are the real superheroes also. They're able to get that product out so quickly, and that's really great.
So is that part of that volunteer experience, is it kind of short notice saying, hey, we just got the call from the farm, and if you're interested in being those sort of troops on the ground, it might be kind of a quick notice to say, hey, if you got a few hours, we really need hands.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes it's really quick notice. So we do like a rapid response 24 hours. We did that last year with apples where we knew they were going to freeze. And so we needed to get right out there in the field as soon as we could. And we actually got great turnout for that. And then sometimes we have, 4 or 5, even up to a week in advance notice of when we're doing trips with farmers that have a little bit more of a heads up for us.
How empowering is this for Rhode Islanders that you're able to connect folks who say, I want to help the community. We know that there's families, we know that Rhode Island families face hunger on a daily basis. And to say, here's a real way that you can tap local resources and kind of put the puzzle pieces together and help address the issue at least one level.
Yeah, for sure. I know I often feel a little bit overwhelmed by what's happening in the world, and so the opportunity to have something that's really tangible and has an immediate impact, like that food is coming out of the field and it's going straight into people's houses, and that is an amazing opportunity to be able to really know you're making a tangible difference in that way, that we so rarely get a chance to do that. And it's also actually really fun, so that's a nice combination too, where I like to talk about the enzymes in soil that are actually scientifically proven to make us happier. So getting a little bit dirty, getting a little bit of sunshine, it's actually really good for you. I get my exercise. I've joked about how gleaners need spring training.
Because I'm sure it's very physical.
Yeah, my legs are really sore this week, so it's been a lot of lifting. But we all do it together, and there's that saying, many hands make light work. So the more volunteers are able to participate and help out, the easier it is for all of us, and we get to just have a good time.
Now, question for you, if families are watching, is this something that young people are able to help with? Does it depend on the age? Because as you said, there's a physical component to it. If parents are watching, is there an ability to incorporate children?
Yeah, so we usually say 14 and up
Okay.
for most gleaning trips. And then this year we're going to try really hard to do a couple family trips that are a little bit more oriented towards having kids. At some of the orchards where they already have a tradition of having you pick, I think that's going to be a really good fit for us. And we're getting a couple of AmeriCorps to help us out this year too, which is really exciting. So they'll be able to run some of those trips. But yeah, we really want this to be a project where everybody can get involved and everybody can participate, and that definitely includes kids. I've got a little one myself, so I love the idea of being able to have them out on the farm.
And of course, with the upcoming event this month as well, if there's folks who just want to provide financial resources, there's certainly the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, you can go ahead and donate on our website anytime. That's a big button right there on the front page. But if you want to come out and have a really good time at a party and get together and sort of meet other people who've been engaging in this work, it's gleanersgetdown.eventbrite.com is where you can go register. And if you are a registered volunteer, tickets are only $10, which is really great. If you are general public, it's $20, and you're more than welcome to go above and beyond that if you're so inclined. We'd love your help.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to come downtown, share folks a little bit more about the organization. The upcoming event will provide links as well if you want to learn more. But Ava Agudelo, thank you so much
Thank you
for
so much,
coming
Kate.
in. And I appreciate you're watching the 3 o'clock show. We'll be back at 4 with Smart Health and with Dr. Ed Inicelli. So we look forward to seeing you at 4. And thank you for watching the 3 p.m. show. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel.